stepped forward and touched her husband's chest. "You must do as Laban requests, my husband. He is the one whom you must bless." Her father's breath grew labored, and Rebekah's own breath hitched as she watched him wince, as though her mother's words caused pain. Everyone knew her brother Bethuel was not quick-witted as Laban was, that his words and actions were slow, lumbering, and that he did not have the skill to run the estate the way her mother or Laban would want. But her father had always preferred him, and Rebekah knew that if nothing else, her brother would look out for her, would be fair and kind, unlike Laban. "Mother, please." Rebekah's whispered words were met with a look that hardened stone. She clamped her mouth shut. Laban took the seal and curled his father's fingers around it, pressing it into the wax. Rebekah's stomach tightened as she recognized the scroll as the one her father kept secure in an urn buried in the dirt beneath the floor, the deed to all that he owned, the deed that should have been passed to his firstborn, to Bethuel. She glanced toward the door. Where was he? Why did he not stop this? Had Laban done something to her brother? But no. Bethuel was big and far stronger than Laban. He could break Laban's neck in his 2 hands, though he would not do so, not for any reason. She turned at the sound of rustling sheets. Her nurse, Deborah, was helping her father to sit straighter. Laban blew on the wax, waiting for the seal to dry, while her mother took her husband's hand in hers. "Please, my husband, say the words you know you must say." Rebekah's stomach twisted into knots at the pained expression on her father's dear face. "No, Abba, do not listen to her." But it would be useless to fight her mother and brother when they had obviously conspired together in this. Somehow they would have convinced Bethuel to stay away, to let them work things out as they had planned, and he was too kind and gentle to demand anything against them. "Please, my husband." Nariah's insistent tone made heat rise to Rebekah's cheeks. Her arms still felt the nails her mother had dug into the skin moments before. There was no reasoning with the woman when she was siding with her favorite son, no matter what the cost to anyone else. Sometimes Rebekah wondered if her mother loved Laban more than she did her own husband. Surely she favored him above her other children or grandchildren. The thought brought a bitter taste to her mouth. "May Adonai bless you, my son." Rebekah leaned forward, listening, her father's words no more than a breath. "May your mother's sons serve you, and may you prosper all the days of your life." He fell back among the cushions, his body spent. Deborah lifted the thin sheet closer to his neck, and he closed his eyes. Rebekah watched closely, begging the God of Shem to let her see his chest rise and fall. "Thank you, Father." Laban leaned close and kissed their father's sunken cheek, then gathered the scroll and seal and moved quickly from the room. Her mother gripped Rebekah's arm once more. "See to it you say nothing of this to anyone. Your brother has done what he must. It is all for the best." She lifted a veined hand toward her husband's frail form. "He has always favored you and our weak-willed firstborn, but he was wrong." She wrapped her robe more tightly about her thin frame and hurried after Laban. Rebekah stared after her, her heart thudding hard against her chest, a sense of betrayal and fury filling her. "He is not weak-willed." She spoke the words out of earshot of her mother. She knew better than anyone that her brother Bethuel was a gentle man. Anyone watching could see the way he tended the lambs in his care, treating them with greater kindness than her mother had treated anyone in her life. Better than Laban did his own wife and children. But it was Laban who had the sense for business and the wherewithal to command a household. Laban could charm the feistiest merchant and work his way into the most uncompromising heart. She was weary of his deceit and the way he controlled those around him. In the past, she could run to her father for aid. But now, what would she do without her Abba? She looked again at his frail form, watching Deborah replace the cool cloths across his forehead and about his chest.